Okay, so I'm trying to get used to my hair. It's a little bit different, but it's really bright up front. So I want to talk to you about this. So the Office of General Counsel exists, as I told you before, for the Secretary. The Secretary of Veterans Affairs is a cabinet level position, okay, if you didn't know that. And I'm keep touching my hair because this is just taking a minute for me to get used to. I think I'm going to wash it every day because this is just really bright. Okay, anyway. Maybe I should have done it purple because it makes me look like death with black under my eyes. I don't like it. It just makes me look really pale. So anyway, let's just flip it around. Do you want to look at my car? There we go. Say hello to Nissan's dashboard. So,
you can interrupt the voice prompt and give a command immediately by pushing the talk switch. Say phone, navigation, audio, or information to see more commands for each category. Additional commands are list commands, what can I say, general help, go back, quit,
cancel. Cancel. What the hell was that? My car is possessed. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go back to this. Office of General Counsel's in my car. He's commanding it. Woo! Okay, so listen to this. Okay, this is what happened. I'm not going to show you my scars. This one time I did, but no, because the scars are right under my hoo-haws. And so this is just my creative way of, just trying to explain this to you. And the clean cut version. Yeah. So I really did undergo a lung biopsy. It really said that I had pleural thickening, which is hallmark to idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Okay? There was, some of it had markings from smoking cigarettes. Okay? And so January is a big deal, and December is a big deal. So Orlando VA has all of these records. Okay? And I asked the FOIA chief, I said, can you please edit the records to show this? And I even submitted it to the Board of Appeals for Veterans Claims. This is also sitting at the Federal Circuit. It has to do with something called equitable tolling. Please remember, I'm not a lawyer. The lawyers I contacted says you can't overcome equitable tolling. Watch me. Because the issue remained that the Veterans Benefit Administration and the Veterans Law Judge at the BVA, they should have given it to me. Okay, and we're going to go into more about criminal law, fruit, evidence of the poisonous tree. The case is highly complex. And considering the traumatic brain injury I have, it's just really messed up. So either way, Office of General Counsel says, well, let's look at her records. He told this lady, for her privacy, I can't disclose her name. She says, we're not amending it. And I said, I'm going to appeal it. Office of General Counsel gets the records. And they say, well, our experts viewed your records and you don't have IPF because you didn't have a lung biopsy. I didn't. I was madder. I was hotter than hell. And I told him, I said, you want me to take my clothes off? Because I will, and I will show you these damn scars. And so, this was last year. Still didn't fix the record. So You're not going to freaking believe this. I end up being sent to Tampa VA. So allegedly, I don't have a lung biopsy. I don't have any of the conditions I alleged. The lung biopsy appears after the subject matter experts violated my right to privacy and says there's no lung biopsy in her entire medical record, even though it had been destroyed. They destroyed it because I have the receipt showing that they got it. Veterans keep the receipts, record these employees. And it's not all of them. Most of them want to do the right thing. They're so honest and they're beautiful. I want you to look at it like this, okay? And this is how I analyze it. I didn't hack them. But I did use the vulnerability to do a critical analysis. And I'm going to share it with you. And I'm not going to tell you which agency. Let's say you have 100 VHA employees, VBA employees, and law enforcement, and 100 lawyers from office.General counsel. The lawyer that I worked with was chief. See, I get all the chiefs. I work with the president's cabinet. Why am I special? Because they screwed me so bad that I couldn't walk for a week. Do you understand that? Of course you do. You're in the military. So I can say that name. Brian P. Tierney is a lawyer that screwed me over, violated my right to privacy, and I have all the documents to back up everything I'm saying. He may or may not have been the one who edited my medical record and took out the lung biopsy that was done by Advent Health and read by Mayo Clinic. The report had been edited, and I can prove that. Do you understand? Okay, great. He has now moved on. I don't know. I will have to look in my notes to find out where he is now. But I did look that up. So, out of 100 VA employees, VHA, VBA, law enforcement, lawyers, 9 of them from each agency will be bad. Do you understand that? Not even 10%. So, if you have 100 veterans and 100 veterans, 9 of them are going to have bad experiences. I had bad experiences because in all reality, nobody likes a liar. And nobody wants to give benefits to someone that they think has made up their conditions and has made up rape. And I don't blame them. I'm being perfectly frank with you. But where's the outcry for the women and the men who told the truth and law enforcement failed them? Where's the accountability for those 9? So, my case at the Federal Circuit holds these truths with the documents. Take care. Don't worry about my hair. I kind of like it. Back here, there's like pink up here. It fades down here. Just a little too dark up here, I think. See, doesn't that look pretty? I like it. I just don't like it right here. We need to tone that down a little bit. Bye.